Welcome to the Business Buyer Diaries. My name is Nathan Platter. I'm a full-time employee, and I bought a business. I did everything right, from finding the deal, handling all the due diligence on 63 opportunities, and ultimately bought a profitable gym. And boy, was I in for a big surprise as a new owner. I chronicled everything in real time, including the biggest wins to the stressful nights at 2 a.m. I'm sharing my journey without sugarcoating anything, so you don't make the same mistakes that I did. Here's today's episode.
All right, sweet episode. I got food, and I got to get home quick. And the kids got to eat because they're freaking out at 6:20. And there's 3 kids that are hungry, and they need food right now. So I'm going to make this quick. I think the reason why, I've been thinking, like, why do business owners not share finance? Why are they nervous about including their staff? And I think a couple of reasons. One, they don't want people to know their business. They don't want people to know if they're making money or losing money because there's an ego thing. Another, it's privacy. They know if they tell their staff are going to tell their friends, and everyone and their brother is going to know how much the owner of the local fitness studio or sandwich shop or gas station is making. Like, oh, Mr. Rich, he's not rich now. And then they're going to start assuming stuff like, oh, why does he suck so bad at being a business owner? And then they're going to assume stuff. And people don't want to deal with the emotional baggage that people are going to toss on the owner. Ownership also doesn't want to have the awkward conversation of saying, like, hey, I'm not making a lot of money, I can't give you a raise. On the flip side, I'm making a lot of money, I'm not going to give you a raise. Both sides are fear-based. And at the end of the day, it's a trade-off. Owners need to have staff that are great at what they do. Staff need to get paid very well for what they do. But you can't pay ridiculous amounts to your staff because the owner's making money. The goal of an owner to own this thing is to make money. And so if an owner is making money, they can't. It's natural for other people to say, well, you may. I would to make up an example. I worked at a car dealership in college. They own a Mercedes. They own a Mercedes-Benz dealership. I don't know what they make. I know what their houses are like, and I mean, they drive a Mercedes, so I'm sure they do very well. We'll just make up a number. We'll say they make $500,000 a year. Sales manager could go up to them and say, hey, car dealership owner, I know you share all of your financials with all of us. I know you make $500,000 a year. My family could really use a little bit of money. Could you just give us a $20,000 raise? You'd be just fine making $480,000. And now you have this class warfare kind of angle on promotion. And the crazy part is when folks have a lot of money and everyone wants a little slice of it, that wealth dissipates so fast. Let's just go to a car dealership. There's 2 sales managers. There's there's 4 top managers, and they each get $20,000 raise a year. $500,000 goes down to $400,000. If all like the normal folks make a small like $5,000 raise, so it's making $500,000 goes down to $300,000. I know that doesn't sound like a life changer for a lot of people, but that's enough to like cut your house budget. If you live in a certain lifestyle, that's enough where you have to take your kids at a private school. You now have to drive a different vehicle. You may have to sell a vacation house. Like, it's a lot to go from $500,000 to $300,000. So that I'll stop in there because this could go way too long on normal tone. But owners don't want to have those awkward conversations of when things are going well, that they want to keep their profit, and when things are going poorly, why the business is struggling. And it's a fear-based decision. And so I'm taking a gamble here. We'll see. I'm early in my life where I can risk this. If I'm open and transparent with how we're doing with my management team, then cool. They'll find out, and then they'll trust, hopefully, that I deserve to get some of those profits because it's my baby. And if it ends up being a train wreck, the park back forward. Into a train wreck, then I'll know later on, all right, here's what I learned about being openly candid with my staff about my earnings and not my earnings, what the company, how the company is doing. They don't need to know my personal business, but they need to know how our business is doing, because I own the equity. But if the business falls through, they need to know, like, hey, if we're like in a bad spot here. So I think about it. It's a tough run. See how it all pans out. But at the end of the day, don't make fear-based decisions. And I'm preaching to myself because I've been making fear-based decisions, and I don't want to do that. I want to make confidence-based decisions, and if things go well, great. If they go poorly, then I don't want to be fearful along the way. Time to go eat. Rock out.
This has been another episode of the Business Buyer Diaries. Subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. I hope you're realizing that business ownership is no cakewalk. Check the podcast notes for a link to the DIY due diligence program, the complete list of show sponsors, and for media inquiries. Music written and composed by Wes Schrock. I'm your host, Nathan Platter. Join me again on the next one.